I wanted to start and pick up on some of the health questions that we may have here, specifically regarding the medical indemnity fund. The MIF is an issue that I think we've been made aware of, and I wanted to just understand where this proposal goes in regards to the MIF. The governor proposed $52 million, which is the same as last year.
Yeah, we haven't added anything, but we do have a statement in our resolution that we want to look at it because there are some issues that we want to take care of, but that's not part of the resolution that we have in front of us.
Right, so I understand that we want to look at it. The commissioner agreed that we need to look at it during the budget hearing, but there's no specificity in this resolution with how we're going to look at it or what we're intending to do with it.
No, that number one would be policy, and number two, there's no fiscal reasoning for us to do that in our resolution.
But is there a reason that you didn't include additional dollars to make sure that we don't hit the same problem we did last year where they had to close admissions to the MIF in May?
No.
No specific
There's a bigger issue of, I guess, getting monies together for that, but
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
no.
Understood. And I just, out of curiosity, again, the commissioner at the hearing seemed pretty emphatic that he was willing to sit down and have a collaborative discussion about the future of the medical indemnity fund. I'm curious if those conversations have started.
Okay. I'm sorry, say again?
The commissioner was pretty emphatic
Yes.
that he wanted to have those collaborative discussions.
Yes.
Because he claimed that he had reforms that he wanted to propose and had in mind. And I'm curious if those discussions with the commissioner have started.
No, but we are planning on doing that in the very near future. As far as the Ways and Means Committee goes, which is what I have this authority over, we have not had those discussions. That would be with the speaker, the majority leader, and the governor, and whomever else. So, no.
Okay. Is it unrealistic to expect to see something more specific with regards to the medical indemnity fund in the final budget?
More than likely, yes.
Okay, that's great news. I know that many people are going to appreciate that. Several constituents of mine who are in the MIF as well. I want to transition, if we can, over to early intervention. I've heard from several providers in my district about the rate increase that was established in last year's budget. That rate increase has not kicked in yet. Is that accurate?
The rate increase on the early intervention. Okay, that's currently in the process and waiting to be approved.
That's in the process of.
Right.
And then in your proposal, there was another rate increase, correct?
Yes.
Now, I just want to understand from an implementation standpoint how you're foreseeing that come together. Because if the current rate increase has not been implemented, but you're proposing an additional above and beyond, so are we combining the two rate increases together, or would you complete the first and then go to the second? How do you foresee that happening?
That's not part of this resolution. And that will be handled between the entities that I mentioned earlier.
Understood, but there is a second rate increase that
Yes.
you're proposing
Yes.
in this budget.
Yes.
For EI services.
Yes.
Fantastic. Those are all the questions that I have today. I appreciate the chairman taking time